Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Best Way TV and
Power Talk Show.
Yes.
Yes.
First of all, sorry we're late. We had a few technical problems, but we're here now. And the thing to remember, Power Talk Show is all about empowering your life, so that your life can be full of love and laughter and happiness, but 100 times more than you could ever envisage. Now we're going to do this with tools and techniques, but today it's all about inspiration. And the more inspired you can be by what other people do, the more amazing you can make your life. So today we have one special guest in Dee Shepherd. And we're going to introduce Dee in a second, but Dee's story is quite incredible. For 2 years, her life went wrong, and then she ended up in a wheelchair, and then spent 8 years in this wheelchair when basically her whole life had descended to a point where most people would never get out of that wheelchair because of the mental problems, the health problems. She was on painkillers that basically, if there had been any more, would have caused organ failure. She's going to tell the story, but in 3 months, she got herself out of it. So we're going to find out how as well. But I'd like to introduce, of course, the beautiful Adeline, looking young as ever. Now, normally I'd shake people's hands, but it would be very rude of me to lean across. So everybody should always have one of these. It's called a pointing stick. But today, I can shake your hand.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, it's very good, isn't it? And of course, we're also joined by the King of the Congo, his Vatican. So, hello Vatican.
No, this is too pink.
Oh, come on, shake my hand.
Yeah.
See, I can point at Vatican, but we're going to shake his hand.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
I didn't break it.
No, you didn't.
It didn't even pop.
No, it's a small hand, a small pointy thing. Right?
Right, okay.
It's magic.
Fair enough.
Now, the lady next to me, I want to introduce. Now, in this world of ours, we have some fantastic, special, inspirational people. You've heard of the Bionic Lady. You've heard of Wonder Woman. But this lady is like Superwoman. What she's achieved has been incredible. So, before the show, we went to our wardrobe department, being a big TV show. We've got our own wardrobe department. And I said that I wanted something special that we could celebrate with. Right, so they came up with something really, really good.
Okay. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So this is what I've got that they gave us. They gave us Super D t-shirts.
Super.
Super D.
Love
Yes.
it. What?
This one.
So is that a surprise? Did you know about this?
No.
No, it's surprise.
This is a
So-
surprise.
So this is for you, Vatican, because it's a large.
It's for me.
Yeah.
Just,
a lot.
should I put that on?
Yeah, you're gonna put it on. So we're gonna wear these. This one's in pink. This one's in pink. This one's for Adeline.
Oh, that's up for me. It's up
Yeah.
for me.
Oh, lovely.
And-
Super D.
Super
No, you
deep.
gotta put them on.
Yes.
Go on.
Put them on.
Put them on. Put them on.
Yes.
Put them on. And this one is obviously for Super D herself.
Wow, thank
Super
you.
D.
And
You're gonna super D yourself.
I'm going to super D myself. Why ever not?
and I've got one as well, right?
Right,
Excellent.
okay.
We're going to be super D'd.
We're gonna be Super D'd.
There we are.
So here we go, right?
Super D and superpower.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are
Bring it on.
super D'd.
So, well done, Mark. This is
This is good. See?
Super D t-shirts.
Yeah.
Because
Look
all
good.
superheroes
How
need
do you
glasses.
Super D.
Oh,
I
I,
don't
glasses.
I have
Yeah,
my
very
glasses.
good.
I look good, but it's just weird. I've got my tie. But it's okay.
Yes,
It's all right,
you
yeah.
look good. I like you being super D.
Oh, yes.
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 So we are the Super D fan club.
Yes.
Woo.
So we're now all prepared. Let's talk to Dee.
Uh-huh.
Because Dee's story is quite incredible.
Move
So
a little bit.
what I want to do, Dee, is I want to go back
Yes.
to the beginning,
Okay.
right? So 10 years ago,
Yeah.
you were perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
What happened is my back started getting sore. Very painful.
Okay?
And my legs started to not function as well as what they did. I was attending the gym possibly 5-6 times a week, doing quite a few classes, doing boot camps. I was quite fit. And I had to stop altogether. From going from
Okay.
all the classes, I had to stop because the pain in my back was too much. I was finding it really difficult to go upstairs with my knees were hurting a lot. So I thought, okay, I was ill previously, years before, and I sort of ignored the signs that it was
Okay.
happening.
So things are getting worse
Yes.
and worse
Yes.
and worse.
Yes.
And so you're struggling to walk.
Absolutely. I was still working. I was a driving instructor, and at the end, I was basically lifting my legs to get them to move.
So when you're going around the car, you were kind of
Yes.
having to drag your legs.
I was having to lift my legs,
Okay.
pull the trousers to move the legs.
Okay.
Although they could still lift because I'd been through it previously, so I knew what my legs were capable of and what they weren't capable of, so I was still okay to drive. Although my back was in severe pain by that time as well.
Okay, so you've ended up in this wheelchair,
Yes.
right? So your whole world's changed.
Totally.
Okay, so you're in a wheelchair, and then what happens? Because things then go worse for you, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so what happened?
One thing after the other, Mark, it was, goodness, the wheelchair came because I had worked my way down in hours, and I was trying to get to my last test pass. I had a girl that was nearing the end of her
Okay.
driving as a learner to become a normal driver. So I was pushing myself forward so that I could get to that end with her, and as soon as that finished, I was in a wheelchair. And that was it.
So you had actually, in your mind, had kind of fixed a point where you were going to accept you're going to be in a wheelchair. So you've almost kind of created this situation where you've gone, things are getting worse and worse and worse, let me just get to that point.
Yes.
And then it's like giving up and kind of just accepting something.
Not so much the giving up, it was, okay, now I can go and get painkillers to stop the pain being
Okay.
as bad.
Right.
But basically, that goes on in the brain as well, because the brain is very powerful and it listens to, okay, I've got to get to then, and then that's it.
Okay, so at this point, your life's now in a wheelchair.
Yes.
You've got these painkillers.
Yes.
So you're starting to become reliant on other things.
Yes.
Right? I know a whole host of other problems then started coming in off the back.
Absolutely.
So talk me through exactly where it went from like back problems and painkillers to all these other things that then started happening.
Yes.
Because what's really interesting is I know the answer to this, and Dee's got something she wants to show you, and it's just how her life progressed to a point where you think it's one problem, but it's multiple problems. And the point of going into this is because the end story is so inspirational. But to understand where you were,
Yeah.
it's not just a wheelchair and it's not just painkillers.
No.
It's a whole host of other things, isn't it?
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit more?
I certainly can. I was diagnosed with a condition called Functional Neurological Disorder,
Which means,
which basically means, I wrote it down because I wanted
Okay.
to get it correct. Functional neurological disorder is a complex condition where patients experience physical neurological disorders. And how that manifested in myself was like having MS, multiple sclerosis, and also Parkinson's disease. I didn't have those, but that's how it affected my body. I was taken to the neurologist because the doctor and the physio thought I had MS.
so your brain's starting to shut down your body,
Yes.
right? So your brain's saying, this isn't going to work, this isn't going to work, this is going to fail. And
Yes.
so you're hitting one problem, another problem, another problem.
Yeah, basically what
Okay.
happened is the brain with FND then mixes the signals up. So it's like a software issue
Okay.
and not a hardware issue. So the legs didn't work for the signal from
Okay.
the brain
Right.
because there was far too much pain in the back.
Okay. So what have you got on your list?
On my list.
Right? Because
Uh-huh.
this is an incredible list. You know,
Thank you.
you think you've got a problem. This lady has a list. That, can I borrow this?
Yes, you can.
It's a huge list of problems, right? Which makes this story quite incredible.
Okay.
So just skipping through some of the things you've got, because we
Yeah.
could be here for like forever.
Oh,
I know.
absolutely. Okay, right. Some of the major things: diabetes, migraines, spondylitis, which is arthritis of the shoulders and the cervical spine. So that basically goes from the brain down halfway
Okay.
your back. I had 2 protruding discs, which people know as slip discs, one on the L1 and one on the L5, so those that know their discs. Arthritis in my lower back, my knees, my left arm. I had functional dystonia, which is spasms. I had sleep apnea, bladder weakness, neuralgia, slurred, stuttered speech, balance issues, immobility, muscle spasms, weakness, tremors, twitches, chronic pain, paralysis, numbness, lack of reflexes, brain fog, lack of concentration, bladder weakness, dissociation of limbs, dissociation of people,
Okay.
and also depression, anxiety, dizziness, difficulty swallowing, lack of smell, fatigue, massive, balance issues, inflammation, numbness.
So
You
just
know,
can you just describe, just in a couple of sentences, what your life was like having all of these things?
having all of those things, my life was basically an existence only.
Okay.
I would lie, and lifting my head off the pillow was horrific.
Okay. So it's as worst it could possibly be.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing here is, like, when things get really bad, you have a choice that you can make. You can either just accept it and say it is what it is and things are never going to get any better,
Yeah.
or you can do something about it. So you've hit rock bottom,
Yes.
okay? So we've gone, this is 8 years in a wheelchair where it's gone worse and worse and worse. And actually you've got some of your pills, haven't
I
you?
have this. Now, this isn't all the pills I was on.
Okay,
This is what I was left on.
okay.
That would have been.
Can we see?
I had cut them down,
Yeah.
and this is basically the
So-
painkillers that
So
I was
this
on.
this is a weekly dosage.
Yes.
This is a week. So what would it have been like before this got cut down?
Before that got cut down, I was on about 60 a day.
And this is 60 a day.
60 a day.
60 a day, that's quite a lot.
60.
And how many a year?
60.
In there's about 30 odds a day.
Right. So this lady was on twice as many of these. Double it. Double it. But and I understand, like, with all these painkillers, your mind's just mush.
Yeah.
You know, you're just existing,
Yes.
as you said, right?
Yes.
So when did you hit rock bottom?
Hit rock bottom. That would have been 2 years ago this month.
2 years ago.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so you hit rock bottom, and then what'd you do? What'd you say?
What did I say? Well, I was given 4 big health issues.
Okay.
Basically, I was told if I were to have one more medication added to what I was already on, which included 3 different opioids as well, and if I was to have any more, my organs would fail.
Okay.
That was scary, but I didn't know anyone where their organs had failed, so it was only scary. It
Okay.
wasn't okay. So, but what I did do with that was I said to the doctor, I'm not going to have as many painkillers now, I'm going to cut these down no matter what.
Right, so we've reached the real low.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like, so we've gone back 2 years. So when was the point then when you started to actually do something? When did you kind of like say, I'm going to do something?
Yes. Well, that was the start.
That was the start 2
That was the
years
start
ago,
because
right?
I thought, okay, drop the painkillers. That has to happen.
Right, so this
before-
is you fighting back.
Yes,
This is you taking control back over your life.
absolutely.
Right, okay.
So the other 3, I was having a lot of pains in the chest. So, and I was on ECG machines, getting my heart monitored quite a lot. I also had diabetes where my glucose level sat normally between about 52 and 56, which is high, but it's monitored
Alright.
through medication, just painkillers, different tablets. But it rose to 113 2 years ago, which
Okay.
is massively big. I had type 2 diabetes, so that's really big for type 2. And I was told I was going on to insulin,
Okay.
which scared me.
So you've now got to put a plan in place.
Yes.
Because you wanted to put a plan in place.
Yes.
So talk me through exactly what you did, because this is the most important bit. Because you can go, you know, my life's crap, and you accept it,
Yep.
or you say you're going to do something about it. And what this show is all about is saying, here's what you can do about it. Here's what one person did about it, and then you can take some of that inspiration, and no matter however your life is, use that to make your life even better. So what did you do?
Well, I was immobile.
Okay,
I was heavily overweight. The last I'd weighed myself, I was over 19 stone.
19.
19.
Don't mind me asking, what do you weigh now?
I am about 11 stone now.
Oh,
Right. So it's like twice the weight.
Yeah.
Twice the weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, I need to get mobile.
Okay.
I need to get my brain working. So I decided I was already eating a bit more healthily because I had diabetes, but now the crunch came. I had to change what I was eating.
Okay.
So I started eating more healthy. Still not entirely healthy because it was still not all plant-based and things like that, but eating more healthy. Started watching some inspirational videos from YouTube, from different online universities.
And I understand where you were at that point. A 1 hour video would take you a week to watch.
At least.
Is that right?
Yeah.
A week?
Yeah.
Because of the brain fog and being in a lack of concentration.
Yeah.
So you started from this really low place
Yeah.
where you've gone, I've made a decision, I've got a burning desire,
Yeah.
I am determined to do this. I'm going to start with my diet because of where I've got to,
Absolutely.
and then I'm going to try and get my brain working,
Yes.
right? And you're starting to pick on motivational things.
Yes. I
Right.
thought the only way forward was to listen to positivity, motivation. I wasn't getting a lot of it at home at the time, so it was imperative that I got it from somewhere. I was always told, yeah, everything's okay, you're going to be fine, da da da. But I knew that I had to change it. It was just an absolute knowing. It was a do this or else. That life's over. I was given 3 years to 5 years maximum. I was having a stroke imminently, and I wasn't playing that game.
Yeah. And you said to me before you went on air, if you hadn't done this, you've only got about 2 years left
Yeah,
of your
about
life.
2 years. Yeah.
Right, so you've got a choice to make.
Yeah, I had a choice. I'm either going to live
Or the
or die.
Okay.
That was my choice.
So out of all the exercises,
Yeah.
the motivational stuff, which stuff really worked for you?
The stuff that really worked took more time. I was beginning to get rid of some of the weight,
Okay.
which was good. The mobility was getting slightly better because I wasn't as heavy, and I was really pushing myself. It would take me 10 minutes from getting to the settee to get to the bathroom.
Okay.
It was a long time for a very short walk, which would normally take about 30 steps, if that.
Okay.
So that took 10 minutes, and I thought, this has to change, because I would actually not go to the toilet during the day because it was too sore. So I decided that had to just come to an end. I pushed myself, I made myself get up and go to the toilet. That was my only exercise. That's all I could do.
30 steps.
30 steps.
So you got in your mind, I need a simple target, I need something to do.
Yeah.
You know, I can either sit on the sofa and
Yeah.
do nothing, or I can learn to take those 30 steps.
Yes.
So small things.
Yeah.
Small things, 30 steps.
Tiny
Yeah.
little things, because getting up off the couch was just horrific.
Okay.
And I made myself get out of bed at that point because I thought, okay, I'm not going to lie in bed every day, because that's where I was, that's where I lay. I decided I'm going to get up, make myself get onto the couch. And that's where my exercise started. Now, I didn't walk to the couch because I had to use a Zimmer frame and move the legs one by one. Literally lift the trousers to lift the leg, which hurt the back an awful lot. So it wasn't easy.
And then you said to me there was like a big shift that came earlier this year.
Yes.
So what was that?
Big shift earlier this year was before a couple of months previous, about 6 months previous, I had started doing mindful meditation,
Okay.
which was good. But I thought, how do you actually meditate? So I learned how to meditate by doing a course. That was really good. And from then, I basically started healing myself through the energies. So it was energy healing. I didn't know I was doing this at the time.
Right, so we've done them. You've got the determination,
Yep.
the drive to get some steps.
Yes.
You're learning mindful meditation.
Yeah.
You're bringing energy into your body,
Mhm.
and you start to change yourself from within.
Yes.
Is that right?
Absolutely. From within my body and within
Okay.
the brain.
Within
So-
your brain.
Did you realize that when you're doing your meditation,
Yeah.
and then, well, you said before your meditation you were doing like a little bit of a step by step.
Yes.
That was in the sense that you wanted to change
Yeah.
things. And then when you went into this meditation,
Mhm.
did you realize that yes, I'm changing, or did you have like, let me just do it, maybe I'll get a result?
There was no real plan that this was going to get a result. I knew that I had to be more positive, and when I was being mindfully meditating, that helped with positivity. And when I started deeply meditating, I could feel a lot of heat going through the body and into my legs. They weren't feeling as sore, my back wasn't feeling as sore, and it made a really big difference. So that was about May time when I started doing
Right, so
it.
May this year.
May,
And
yeah.
I'm right in thinking that what you were doing is you were taking some of this energy and you were focusing on your chakras in your body.
Absolutely.
So for those people who aren't familiar, right, in our body we have chakras. They're like energy centers. So if you think about like in a house, you've got a fuse box and you might have, say, 7 fuses. If one of those fuses is out, the lights in the kitchen don't come on, or the lights upstairs don't come on. You know, it stops something from working.
Mhm.
And we have these running up and down our spine. And if for whatever reason they're blocked or they're not working, then it starts to affect that part of your body. And what I understand you were doing was you were focusing your energy on getting all of these that go up and down your spine to start to work.
Yes,
Is that right?
that is correct. There's 7 main chakras
7,
in your
right.
and you're basically going up your spine up to your crown.
Okay.
And they spin. If they're blocked, they'll spin quite slowly.
Okay.
So there's 7 spinning wheels in your body. That's what a chakra is. It's a spinning wheel. And when they're open, they'll spin a lot quicker. You know, and you feel it. You know, you feel that energy.
And so this is this energy that's coming in,
Yeah.
and you're self-healing your body.
Yeah.
You've got to May.
Yeah.
Were you still in the wheelchair?
I was still in a wheelchair.
Right.
Yeah.
So when did you get out of the wheelchair?
I didn't get out of the wheelchair until late August.
Late August.
Late August.
Last year?
Right.
Just last year.
No.
Yeah, 2019.
6 months
Yeah,
ago.
right.
But when did you start going down the gym?
I went to the gym October the 13th.
So August to October.
Yes.
Right. And how many times do you go down the gym at the moment?
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Yeah.
Right. So here's a lady in August
Wow.
that was still in a wheelchair. Prior to that, she could only walk 30 steps and it was painful. Now she's down the gym 7 days a week. But it's not just for like a wee wander, is it?
No.
No. What do you're down there for like how long?
You should have brought some videos.
I am in the gym for 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
But you're doing like 2 and 3 classes, aren't you?
I do 1-2 classes and the rest is in the gym,
Yeah.
working the machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, lifting weights. doing
Right.
it
So
all.
this lady is this is why she is Super D,
Yes.
right? Because
Super
you know,
D.
Super D. Because you can have these problems and you can accept them, or you can have these problems and say, no chance. I'm going to find a way. And there's always a way. It's one of those fantastic mantras in life. If you say there is always a way, then the help comes to you. You find a way. And this lady cured herself. Nobody else. She did it herself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now
Yeah.
your life is like, can you describe your life now?
See, Mark, before you ask her to describe her life, I've got a question I'd like to ask.
Yes, please.
Is there any chance when you were going through all these difficulties,
Yeah.
because there is some point, because what you are describing is crazy
Yeah.
for someone really to come out of it. And then is there at some point where you feel like if you were in Belgium
Mm-hmm.
where they asked for euthanasia,
Yeah.
you could say like, look, I'm fed up, this needs to be done in a base way, or
Mm.
you were saying like, I'm scared of death, but I need to do something.
Yeah, I actually wasn't scared of death then because I wished it.
You wished it.
I wished it when I was at my illest, yeah.
You were hoping it was going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so was that before rock bottom? That is rock bottom.
That was in between. I had
Right,
moments, I had moments, but
Okay.
I
I can see this is quite emotional.
Yeah.
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 It's
Right.
it's when you
Yeah.
think like nothing is gonna get better, and then
Yeah.
it's better.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah, I mean, there was no way out. I couldn't see a way out. So it was, this is happening, this is not good. And when I got the 4 ultimatums, I just thought, okay,
So tell me, diabetes, you have it?
yeah, I do not have it.
It's
no,
gone. It's gone. It's gone. Back problems.
My back is great.
Back is great. Your legs,
My legs are working wonderful.
right? You were talking about bladder problems. You haven't done anything here, so I presume.
There's no
I
bad
don't think
thing. It's under the
Hey.
sea.
We're all fine.
No, the sea is dry. It's soaking.
Yeah, we're all dry.
Do we have a bucket under the sea? No.
No?
No,
So, of the issues we've got here,
Yeah.
that's a huge list.
it's a huge list. It's a massive list.
Yeah,
I know
it has.
I know it's difficult to see it from the camera, but
Mhm.
how many of these have you got?
None.
Ben,
What's that way?
Go on.
Yeah.
Ah, fantastic.
you know,
God,
see,
how amazing.
for example, if you were in my community, my
Yes.
African community, they will say, "What a witchcraft?
Yeah.
What kind of we call it gree?
Yeah.
What medicine like it's a witchcraft that you went and touched
Yes.
that kind of like brought some magic into you and wiped off all the things that was
Yeah.
like troubling your life. It's amazing.
It's an
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
So this is why
What a
inspiration is so important.
Yeah.
It's just so important. If you can
Yeah.
see what somebody else has done,
It's a miracle.
it is a miracle.
Yeah.
It's a
Big
miracle.
miracle.
Because I know sometimes I moan about my life and say this is wrong and that's wrong. But then when you look at other people's lives, which are much worse, I've got no right to complain.
No.
Yeah.
Got no right at all.
Well, that's
Really,
not
really
right.
think now.
I used to say exactly the same, that I would always say there's someone worse than what
Yeah.
I was. There's always someone worse than yourself.
Yeah.
And I always went along with that.
Okay. And so what are you doing with your life now?
Every morning I'm up at the gym.
Jim?
I'm starting my new business. It's already underway.
What are you doing?
I'm an energy healer coach.
Okay, so you're taking people that have got other problems and then you're resolving them through all your own experiences.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think at this point, there's the telephone numbers on the screen.
Yeah.
If you want to phone and ask Dee or the beautiful Adeline or
Yeah.
the king of the Congo here,
Or ask the horse.
And Mark?
no,
Or
any
Yeah.
questions at all,
Mhm.
there's a number, just phone. And any question you've got, because there might be something that you want to ask, from Dee's experience, that's going to help you as well. And this is why we're here. We're here to empower you. We're here to give you tools, techniques, inspirational stories to make your life better. This program is all about you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're just having a bit of a laugh here with our new
Yeah.
t-shirts.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Remember,
and me with my pointing stick.
Yeah.
Mark, I cut you off because you were asking a question. I cut you off. You were asking her, how is her life now?
Yeah. How is my life? It is
Yes.
wonderful. It's bright, it's shiny, it's new. I've done a lot of
Oh, I can
firsts.
tell how shiny you are today.
Oh, thank you. It's the energy.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
when we were
energy.
coming outside,
Oh,
I
Yeah.
saw them and Mark, and then I was like, who's that lady? He's got some swagger.
yes.
Super D.
And then I just realized it was a super D.
Super D.
That's a super D.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good.
so life is good. Life is for the living.
Yes,
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be.
Yeah.
It should be.
Absolutely.
Rather than feeling so sorry
Oh.
to yourself, please be aware what this lady story here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge inspiration.
Yeah. It made me
Thank
really
you.
think twice.
Mhm.
If I were to look back, my life is nothing compared to her story.
No, I mean,
But
like,
you've got a great story too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
mine
you've
is
done,
completely.
you've done some amazing things.
It's completely different from
Yeah.
her story.
But it's
Hers
still
is
equally
really
inspirational.
Yeah, but-
Everyone's got their own story.
yeah, in a
Everyone.
different way.
Yeah.
And each story inspires people in a different
Yes.
ways. as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, super D.
Super D, I can feel see your story. It really is. You know that
Yeah.
warming feelings through your
Yeah.
system. It really is
That's
very
what you're feeling,
inspiring.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just an incredible story when,
Mhm.
you can look at what somebody else has done
Mm.
and you can say, well, if I can achieve even 10% of it,
Mhm.
in maybe my career or my health or, my relationships, I mean, how amazing you can make your life at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think absolutely incredible.
You know, sometimes there's people that they are watching us. Maybe they under maybe gone maybe I would say maybe 10% of what Super D
Yeah,
has gone through,
Mhm.
but they're thinking that they are really at the worst position. They think like
Yeah.
they've already they wish they wish just that big man to come and then and take them away.
Yeah.
But Super D overcame all those stuff, and then now she's more in the gym than me.
But you know what?
You can still do
I
it.
like
It looks like it as well.
Absolutely, I'm not gonna deny it.
That is why Vatican got the large T-shirt.
It's all his muscles, that's what it is.
The guy with the presents.
Are you sure that's large or extra large?
It's just large. It's just large. It's just large.
It's large. Don't make it worse, Adeline. Absolutely. But you know what? That's still okay. It's not even large, by the way, Mark. You're not telling
Mine
the
you
truth.
can
This is
still do
medium.
better than that, by the way.
These are all mediums, right? That one is a large.
All right, okay.
So I made that one specially for you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm okay. By the way, I've got a big chest, so
Yeah.
so get there.
So Dee, if you were going to give some advice
Yep.
to people out there,
Mhm.
I mean, they're going to be in different places, maybe different challenges and things.
Yeah.
What would you say to the people out there in terms of, from all your experience? What would be the kind of key message you would say?
Key message. Believe that you are worth every bit of being on this planet. It is wonderful. It is something to like yourself, but you need to actually love yourself. Start putting yourself first.
Everyone's got to put themselves first.
Yes.
Is this like being a little bit kind of selfish? Like I'm going
No.
to look after myself and make myself okay?
No, it's actually helping other people when you put yourself first,
Right.
because where I was, I didn't put myself first.
Mhm.
I couldn't actually look after my daughter. She looked after me.
Right. And she was quite young.
She's 15 now.
So
She was my carer.
from what age?
She cared for me from when she was too young at 4, but she always helped me.
Mm.
So she was like 8 or
Always helped
10.
me, yeah. But from age 8, she was doing an awful lot for me. From age 10, she was starting to cook, and
Wow.
she did a lot of the cleaning in the house and things. I mean, my husband was there at the time as well, so. But seriously, learn to love yourself. That is
Learn
massive.
to love yourself. Right. Okay, that's a great message. It's a great message. Learn to love yourself.
She mentioned something about disassociation.
Yes.
So, did you feel like at some point, because of what you were going through, maybe, I know maybe the big man is watching your
Yeah.
husband,
Mm.
so
well, no husband any longer.
no husband, any
No
longer?
husband
Right.
any longer.
So the story is
Yeah.
the wheelchair goes
Okay.
and then the husband goes.
Oh, he was still here when the wheelchair was.
Well, you got
Yeah,
it's a big clear out exercise. Mm.
all negativity in my life is
Was gone.
Gone.
So that's where I was going
Yeah.
from. Like I was going to. So you felt like this is a time. Was that people running away from you, or you kind of took a decision to say, okay, I need to get rid of this, that, or just people say like
Decisions.
because decision.
decisions. It was all decided.
Okay. So you had a good vision, eh? To know like, yes, I need to get it there, but I need to cut this, I need to cut that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
must be
and-
really hard for you to cut your husband and cut your wheelchair.
But I think the big decision was to cut the wheelchair.
Which one was I more reliant on?
You have to let him go. That was the hardest part.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I did,
understand
because,
it.
especially because I mean he did look after me
Mhm.
really well over
Yeah.
the years. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't have been a lot of people about. My mum was an absolute star. She
Yeah.
was there all the time. My daughters were there all the time. That was great. I lost a lot of friends. You find out who your real friends
Yeah,
are in life
exactly.
when you fall ill, which that was devastating. You know,
Yeah.
I had no
Well, they just all
social life.
disappeared.
Almost everyone disappeared.
Okay.
Very, very little.
So you was just
people
you,
Yeah.
the wheelchair in effect, like your
Yeah.
10-year-old daughter caring for you, your husband somewhere
Yeah.
in the background.
Yeah.
That's what you were talking about. That's where maybe the mental health.
It just gets worse and worse
it
and
was
worse.
terrible. I mean, depression, anxiety for going out, because I knew I was vulnerable, and to admit that you're a vulnerable person is not easy to do.
No, it's not.
I was extremely vulnerable. I was scared to go out the door. Even when I was with people, it really was not a nice feeling to think no, I don't want to go out today. No, I can't face people today. I'm feeling really terrible.
Okay, so you've given everybody a key message,
Yeah.
right? And so they've got this kind of love yourself theme in their head.
Yeah.
But is there an action that they can take or something that they could do that you would recommend?
Yeah. The minute you have that little voice in your head when you look in the mirror and you say, oh, you're not looking too good today, get rid of it. It has to go. Because if you don't,
I'll help Mark a little
Yes.
bit because Mark is not used to the. Like, okay, we've got the. Can you put close to the microphone there?
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, do you have a question?
Hello.
Hi, we can hear you.
Oh hi. My name is Steve, right?
Okay.
Hi. I'm just calling about today's show. Wow. What's the lady called again? Super D.
Super
right?
D, yes.
Well, that name actually she deserves it.
Oh, she's fantastic.
But you know the story, right? Is really empowering for someone in that situation, right? Someone in that situation wants to hear that. It's like you give a hope. That's what we say. It's like it's got a hope. Like right, okay, maybe next will be me, right? I'll be off that wheelchair. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Yep.
I just want to say she deserves a clap. You guys should clap for her.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, thank you very much for the call.
Thank you.
Oh, that was lovely.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so
D.
just
Super.
Wow.
we've got to focus.
yep.
The action is you hear the voice in your head that
Yes.
says you can't do it, you're not worthy.
Your little demons,
Little
your
demons.
stone men.
And how do you deal with those? What'd you do?
Shut them off.
How?
You hear them coming.
You know,
And
how you
then-
shut them off?
What I did was, you get that voice in your head, you hear it.
Okay.
We all get them. It's not someone, you don't actually hear a voice, but
Yeah.
it comes in, you're not looking great, oh, you're an idiot, you're not good at this, whatever it may be.
Okay.
You just say, no, I am good at this. I'm not silly, I'm not an idiot, I'm not this, I'm good, I'm capable
So
of doing
reaffirming who you
Yes.
really are.
very positive words.
Okay.
Very positive words, which is, it takes a lot of practice.
So this is a habit thing, you know. You get those kind of like demons coming in,
Yeah.
and then you got to splat them,
Oh, get them down there.
right? And you do it instantly,
Yeah.
right? So positive words like I am worthy,
Yes.
you know, I am strong,
Yes.
I am determined,
Yes.
I am beautiful.
You even get tattooed on your hand, I am enough.
Oh wow! Can you show the
Wow.
camera? We can actually see that I am
Yeah.
enough.
I have enough.
I am enough.
It's just to remind you.
I am enough.
You know, I get that concept. You know, because myself, I've got my
Yeah.
thing here. Just to remind that I've got a hero. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, fantastic!
That's brilliant.
Yes. So it's the same concept, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get tattooed. I am beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? And then when I look in the mirror, because I'm going to have it typed backwards, I can
Yeah,
actually
you
see
can
it.
see it and you will know that you
Oh, that's
are.
a great-
Don't do it.
Why?
Well,
Because
But then I can look in the mirror and I know I'm beautiful.
I've got another one for you. You
What?
can just put some lipstick on the mirror and say, I am enough. I am beautiful. Put your affirmations on your mirror.
Just put a permanent ink.
That's
Yeah, but I'd have to put it on every single mirror in the house.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've got hundreds of mirrors.
No, no,
That's
no.
okay.
What
but I
I'm
can
saying is, the idea of putting it on your face is gonna mess up your face. That's what I'm trying to say. You can, we all go somewhere on our hands, you know. You can
Okay.
get,
Yeah.
but on your face, Mark, please.
All right.
Please.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
I won't,
Okay.
I won't, right.
Oh.
Because we don't want you to mess up the hands
Okay.
Put
and
that
face.
sign on your mirror. Living room.
We're going to do a part 2 of this in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
where we're going to look at some of these individual techniques. What I need to say is we're going to have a competition because we want to get as many people involved. We want to turn this into the world's best community TV show, and we need your help. So we're going to have a prize. It's going to be £200 for the person that shares this page the most. Is there any more you could say about that, Patrick?
No. Basically, we're gonna set some time limit, but we're gonna talk
Yeah.
to the technical man.
Okay.
Majavukutu Koko, So when he's gonna set that, then we're gonna come and announce it next week.
Yeah. So start sharing,
Yeah.
and then we're going to suss out from the technology
The database is gonna show us who has shared the most.
shared the most.
Yes,
And then they're going to get £200.
absolutely.
So we're coming to the end of the show, and I thought it would be good to do something. I've always wanted to be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
I am in it.
Well, you're in it.
I am in it.
Oh no!
I am.
How?
I participated in the world's largest can at Glasgow Green.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So how many people did that?
Oh, there was over 5,000 people at
And
one
can you
time.
name them?
No.
Oh right.
I'm not actually named in it, but I participated,
You participated.
in the world record.
So just as we're going to close the show, we're going to have a go at one more world record. Okay? We have Dee's wheelchair here. Vatican, could you bring it over
Oh, of course.
and just sit it here?
Now
Yes. Now.
you're gonna see that I am not that Mark was making.
He's huge. He's up 12 foot.
I can sit in the wheelchair if you want.
Ah, you're going to sit in the wheelchair. Well,
Yes.
what we're going to do is just get it back here. I'm going to sit in it.
Hey, you want me to sit on it?
So you too.
Oh, wait a minute. The world record for the number of people in a wheelchair is 3. Today, we're going to go for 4.
Excellent.
4 people in this wheelchair at
Wow.
the same time.
Wow.
Right, so Vatican, come and sit here. Right.
You want to break some?
Yeah, very strong. Right, you sit here.
You know my problems, Mark.
Oh, he's so light.
Oh my goodness.
Are we?
Right, Adeline.
Adeline is gonna cheat.
Oh.
She's so light.
We've done it! It's a world record! Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We hope you like the show. And where are we? Can you see everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
We hope you like the show. Super D is an absolute superhero. She's a
Yes.
superwoman.
Absolutely.
I would just like to thank you very much.
Oh, thank
Absolutely.
you for having
You know,
me.
like she's reminding me of in other program, which
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention. I'm not doing any publicity for them, but they call them we call them Super D. We call her Super D.
Okay.
But in another program, probably they'll call her a champion.
Champion.
Yeah.
So we'll stay our name, Super D.
No, this is the best.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
the
best.
best.
you're
Super
right.
D.
So
Super D.
just to
Yeah.
say, like she's everything. You are a champion. You are a Super D. And what else?
You're a superwoman.
Super D.
Superwoman.
Oh.
Yeah, superwoman.
Super
Superpower.
everything. Is
Yeah.
anything above super?
No, I think that's
Super duper.
So
Super duper D.
that brings us to the end of the show. If you've got any questions at all, any comments you want to make after you've seen this particular program, put them in, and then we'll get Super D to answer them. So anything you've got, you go, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with this? How do I deal with this? How can I make this part of my life better? And this super lady will answer them for you.
I'm very happy to.
Is there anything, Adeline, Vatican, you want to add?
No, do you, so next week
Next week?
you coming back, Mark?
Yeah, if you'd have me back.
No, I'll let you back
Yes.
because we just want people to know, because sometimes people they get excited if they know maybe a smart, maybe I was gonna say a Scottish word. I'm not good at Scottish words. I was gonna say maybe I'm shy at it. But I'm sorry. I'm just allowed to swear today.
Yeah,
But because it's not English. Is that English?
Technically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that?
Yeah, I can
See
understand.
if I said this in America, do you think they'll get it?
Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
they won't.
Yeah, they know that word.
Do they?
But it is used more in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if I use it in Africa, they won't know it, so it's
You
okay.
would take the E off it for America.
And so next week we have Edna Lilly, and she's going to talk to us in terms of how you encourage people. So it's all about encouragement and doing more, which is a great thing from what we've been talking about today. How you can do more in your life. So, are we ready for next week?
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
And this was the
Power Dog Show. Super Show.
Super our talk show.
Thank you so much. We can all just say goodbye. Bye.
Cheers. Bye, 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 bye.
Mas eu
Somebody give me a handshake. Thank you, girl.